Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Hardy.
Miss March?
Yes, Dr. Lindsay?
Is Mrs. Bentley here?
Well, she's with a patient right now, Dr. Lindsay.
I see. Well, will you tell her that I'd like to see her when she gets a chance? I'll be in my office.
Yes, I'll tell her, Dr. Lindsay. 7th floor nurse's station, Miss March speaking. May I help you?
Lee Baldwin, Miss March.
Oh, hello, Mr. Baldwin.
Is Miss Bentley there, Miss March?
Well, she's with a patient right now. Shall I tell her you called?
Yeah, if you would, please.
Oh, and Ms. March, is Dr. Hardy there? I wanted to talk to him, too.
Just a minute, Mr. Baldwin.
Thank you.
What can I do for you?
Hi, Steve. Say, I hope I'm not bothering you with this, but, well, I was wondering if you could give me a little advice.
Medical?
No. Well, yeah, in a way. It's about my brother.
Your brother?
Yeah, you remember my younger brother, Tom?
Oh, yes. He's in the Army, isn't he?
Well, he was. He's out now.
Anyway, he's written me a letter, Steve, and well, let me read you part of it. He says, here I am, practically approaching middle age, and for the first time having to figure out how and where I'm going to earn a living. So far, all my life, it's been school, college, med school, internship, residency, 3 years in the Air Force as a doctor.
Well, it takes a long time to get started these days.
He says, now I have to earn a buck, but where and how? Should I go into private practice? Should I join up with somebody who's well established and needs an assistant? Should I go to some small town or some big city?
Well, those are tough questions to answer, Lee. It depends entirely on his personal tastes.
Yeah. Well, he just finishes up here. He says, oh, yes, remember Winifred? Well, we're not going to get married after all. She's become acquainted with some fella who's going to inherit his father's wholesale plumbing supply business, and they're going to be married before Christmas. So that leaves me with no girl, no ties, and no job. Got any ideas?
Well, now, Steve, you know, Tom's the only family I've got, and I don't know what to tell him. And I was wondering, well, I'm sure you know what's cooking in the medical profession.
Well, I do have some ideas, and I do know some people. What's he specialized in?
Oh, well, he took his residency at Johns Hopkins, you know. I think he was particularly interested in glandular problems.
Not sure how far he went with it.
Well, it's a very interesting field, Lee.
Yeah. I suppose in the Air Force he probably got experience in just about everything. Anyway, in the letter he says he's coming to see me next week. Now, Steve, you tell me if I'm out of line here, but I was wondering if you could have lunch with us someday and maybe give him some suggestions.
Oh, I'd be glad to, Lee. Just let me know when.
Oh, that's wonderful. I know he'll be delighted to meet you. Thank you, Steve.
Not at all.
Oh, Steve, by the way, how is Carol Lindsay doing?
Oh, fine, Lee. We'll be releasing her tomorrow, I think.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, it could have been much worse, you know.
I wonder what she'll do now.
Well, I don't think she'll ever try anything like this again. Actually, she had a pretty close call, Lee.